Hi, welcome back to Fitness V series. Some of you might be joining us from the previous video about the stages of your fat loss journey. Now, six-pack secrets. The reason why we call this six-pack secrets is because this is dedicated to fat loss and to people who want flatter, smaller tummies. But basically, what it is fat loss. If you lose fat, you are likely to have a flat tummy. All right. So today we're talking about journaling and how this helps. Now, one of the biggest thing that has changed my fat loss practice, changed things for my clients and their results, is the whole aspect of a health and fitness journal. I like to call them fat loss journals because that's what I specialize in. Now, what I didn't realize is I thought because I like writing, I thought everyone liked writing. So I thought everyone was doing this. It only made sense to me that you record your workout, you record what you eat. So I thought everyone was doing this. What I didn't realize was people were not doing this. So you ask someone, what did you eat or what have you been eating? And they'll just give you, they'll grab a number of things because they don't really know. And some things that they eat, they actually don't consider as eating, especially with snacks. I've discovered this with clients. There's also the whole aspect of workouts. You ask people about the workouts they are doing, they are not clear about what workouts they are doing or not doing. You ask them how much do you weigh, they don't know. They are rolling their eyes backwards and trying to think, when was the last time I got on the scale? It was when I was at the doctor's. That was last year. No, it was the previous year. So you never get a proper answer. And so now when I work with people, I encourage them to use a journal. Now, what's in the journal? Now, in the journal, I list what I eat. I list my workouts. For example, how many sets, how many reps I did, how many kgs it was. If it's something which is qualitative, like yoga, I will state how many minutes or the type of yoga that I did. Um, those type of things. Okay, so I go into detail. Not everyone, it's not necessary for you to go into that much detail, but I will give you some tips on how to do this. And the importance of this is it gives you accountability to yourself. It also allows you to track what you're doing and the results that you're getting, so that tomorrow you can build a lifestyle around your fat loss journey and around keeping fat at bay and maintaining your six pack. Now, the very first thing is to get a book. It can be A6, A5, A4. I use an A4 counter book. I think this has about 296 pages. I have a very big handwriting and I like to write a lot, so I needed something big. So on your cover, all right, my cover is just plain, but on your cover or on the first page, what I advise you to do is to put your goal statement. Now, your goal statement will be a specific paragraph about what you want to achieve and how you want to achieve it. I'll give you an example. So, what do you want to achieve? I want a flat tummy. That is too general. Let me give you an alternative. I want to achieve and maintain a body fat of 18% in 10 months. You see what I did there? We have a specific goal, body fat 18%, which is measurable, and we have a time period, 10 months. You can put a date to that. All right? So we can further add an action plan. I'll give you another example. I want to lose. Okay, let's not use the lose. I don't like using negatives in the statements. Let me go again. I want to achieve and maintain 18% body fat in 10 months by consuming a plant-based diet and lifting weights 6 times a week. So we have a time frame, we have specific activities, and we have a specific measurable results. So that is your statement. So that's a goal and action plan statement. So that goes on your cover or on the first page. Another thing that I always say people should do is put a picture of what you're aiming for on the first page. So get a magazine cutout or print out a picture and put it with your goal statement. That way, on that day when you don't feel like working out, or you didn't feel your workout was good enough, or you're down in the dumps, or you just want to eat candy all day, you will look at that picture and it will remind you why you are doing this. All right. So that's our first page. You can call it chapter 1. And then we go into chapter 2. Chapter 2, you go into the details of your action plan. So in our statements, we said plant-based diet and we said lifting weights. So how many times are you lifting weights per week? Are you doing it at home? Are you doing it at the gym? That's what we want to put in for our action plan. We also want to put in an emergency plan. So let's say, for example, you are going to lift weights at a gym and you're going to walk to the gym. So you wake up one day, you're supposed to be at the gym by 6 o'clock, and then you're supposed to be at work by 8 o'clock. So you wake up and it's raining cats and dogs outside. So that means you can't work or walk to the gym. What are you going to do? Are you going to skip the workout altogether because it was raining? Or are you going to do an alternative home workout? So that's part of your action plan. In case of emergency, what are you going to do? You need to have a plan B. Same thing with your nutrition. You need to state, so we are going to do this thing using a plant-based diet. All right. Define what plant-based means to you. Are you only eating plant materials? Are you eating mainly plant materials and then some animal products like eggs and milk? What are you doing? You need to be able to define it clearly. How many calories are you doing per day? How many macros are you doing a day? This is what comes into your action plan in chapter 2. All right. You also need to incorporate the phases in which you do this. So we have 4 phases of the plan. The first 3 phases will fit into your timeline. Like we said in our goal statement, 10 months. All right. So in those 10 months, you will have a beginner phase. The beginner phase will introduce you to the new program. Then you have an intermediate and the advanced stage, which will now take you to a goal. There is a 4th stage. It's called the maintenance stage, where we test out if you can maintain the lifestyle. But like I said, there is a video for this. I shall link it down below. Make sure you watch that video, otherwise all this is not going to make sense to you. So you've got your action plan, you've got the phases of the action plan, and you've got the mini targets like your macronutrient values, your weights, amount of time spent in the gym, those type of values, and your emergency plans. And remember, for nutrition, you need to have an emergency plan as well. If you cannot meal prep that week, what are you going to do? If you can't afford food that week, what are you going to do? I'll give you an example. Right now, I am doing a challenge. It's called the No Cook Challenge. I'm not allowed to cook. I can boil water for tea though, but I'm not allowed to cook. So, 1, you're not allowed to cook, but I'm on a plant-based diet and I am trying to build up. So how do I do it? What happens when I go out? What happens when I'm in the house and I can't cook and I don't have any, ready to eat foods? So you need to have emergency and contingency plans within your action plan. All right. So these are the things going into our journal. Now, then we start chapter 3. Chapter 3 is the actual practice. So what you will do in your book in chapter 3 is you are going to do your daily journaling. So what I advise people to do is you put a date. All right. So you've got your date. And then if you're someone like me, then you're probably measuring your waistline every day. So I've got my umbilical waist circumference. So I write the date, I do my measurement, same time every day. All right. So I always do it before I work out, before I eat anything. So I do fasted workouts first thing in the morning. I also write the time. So there are some days when I can't do my workout in the morning, I do it in the evening, I'll write the time. There are days when I miss workouts, I will still write in my journal and I will write down the reason why I could not make the workout. If I am in the middle of a challenge and I'm supposed to do a certain number of workouts over a certain time period, I will write the reason why I was not able to do the workout, and I will also write a date and time when I shall make up for that workout. Okay? The journal also works for emotions. So there are days when I wake up on time, I'm supposed to do the workout, but my body says no. Okay? So what I'll do is I'll take out my journal, I will look at my goal, I will look at my action plan, I will write the date, and I shall write the reason why I am not doing the workout. It can be as simple as I don't feel like it, but it needs to also move into solution orientation. So I will write, I don't feel like doing my workout. How can I overcome this? I'm going to try some music. I'm going to try just sitting in front of the weights. I'm going to try just walking up to the gym and see what happens. And whatever works for you becomes your solution. There's also days when I wake up before my alarm, I am pumped and I work out and I feel like my endorphins are on fire. I also write that. Woke up today, couldn't wait to do my workout. I feel awesome. What is it? Did something happen yesterday? Did I sleep earlier yesterday? Was I more hydrated? What is it? Am I coming to the end of my goal? Did I achieve my target before the set timeline? What is it? What is making me excited? Is it the caffeine? So there's different reasons why I could be excited, but I want to document that. And the reason we want to document is for future reference. The other reason you want to document is that whatever you document is going to be ingrained. So I'll give you an example. If I am feeling very excited about a workout and I write it down, I'm likely to remember that. And if I don't know the reason, but I know the reason why I'm so excited, but I know what's happened before. Like I know I had written down, oh, I had some really nice black coffee before the workout, or I slept early. It's something that's always going to be in my memory, and my brain is going to start practicing that in hopes that I will always be euphoric before a workout. And one of those things might be working, but even if it's not, if my brain associates that with excitement to work out, it's probably going to do it. And there is a secret to writing down, because people always come and say, oh, but can't I do it on my phone? And people have tried, but the failure rate is high. It is very hard to maintain. But there is a secret to writing things down. What you write down, you rarely forget. And it feels like what you write down is being reinforced. The other thing is brag shit. I can pop this out and show you my most amazing workouts and the most amazing results that I've gotten. You can also share this with a friend if they are starting their journey. It is a wealth of knowledge. Now, I always say to people, my legacy is my journals. One day, when I am not here, I am hoping someone will pick up my journals and they will learn some lessons from these journals. So that's one of the reasons why I actually keep the journals. So journals, very easy. Like I said, 3 chapters. Chapter 1, your goal. Chapter 2, detailed action plan. Chapter 3, the actual documentation. And I like a big book because I write a lot, and I am hoping this is going to last me the whole year so I can have all my information in one place. So this is the importance of having a journal. Now, where do you keep it? I would say keep it in your gym bag. I have my own studio, so I keep mine in my studio, and there's always a pen inside. So it's easier for me to write in it. But basically, put it in a place that makes it easier for you to access it and to write in it. because before it becomes part of your lifestyle and your practice, you might be forgetting to write in it or to document it all. And it's a new thing, so you're likely to have resistance and difficulty at first, but just that after 7 days it will be like second nature, I promise you. After a month, it will be so therapeutic. You'll be telling everyone about your health and fitness, or your six pack and fat loss journal, whatever you want to call it. And finally, this is your journal. Everything that I've just said is to help you structure it and start using it. As you use it, you will improve on it. So you add some stuff to what I've said, you take away from what I've said. Everyone has got their own unique experience, and I want the process to be personalized to you. Right. Thanks for your time, guys. I hope this is helpful. If you have done health and fitness journaling before, please let me know. I'd love to hear about your experience. Thank you, guys. And remember, your body is your business card. Until next time, take care.